Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. If you're watching this on day of release, I'm currently in London at the EUIC Pokemon Championships. That's a European final. Massive tournament. I don't have player numbers, of course, but we're expecting around 4,000 players in just the adults TCG division. Man, I wish One Piece had that kind of big events. It would be incredible. I'm not playing, I am staffing at the EUIC. I'm sure I'm having a ton of fun, but we can't miss Shanks. It's Shanks Saturday, and this is the exact same build that I was playing earlier in the week, with just a couple changes. I've cut one of the Marcos, and I've cut that lone Yasop that I was playing for 2 Lime Juice, just a couple extra 2Ks. I'm a big fan of my 2Ks in Shanks, especially now that we have quite a few that we want to play out. The Tony Chopper is a great play on 4, Otama also pretty good to combo with your stuff, of course. Other than that, nothing too crazy changed. I'm digging this list. Got some more games, mostly against Green Purple Luffy. We do have a pretty cool mirror, so make sure you stick around for that. We're going second into Green Purple Luffy. So the card you're looking for when you go second is Divine Departure. I see it, so I keep. Hand's very strong, actually. We've got Red Force into Chopper. I'm really liking this hand. This is excellent. He's got his stage. Stage does nothing in this matchup, because we're power-based, of course. Nami gonna grab a Zoro. Not the most impactful card there. I think we'll just take this one. Lucky Rue's pretty good. Probably better than Chopper. I'm thinking, because I mean, next turn he's gonna go 5. We'll see what he does with his 3. I'm gonna start with just a 5. He'll take this one every time. I think I'm gonna go with the Rue. It'll be nice for if he develops a Zoro Juro at some point. We knew that was coming. That's fine. We've got the Divine Departure next turn. See what the opponent wants to do with this. That cost +2 means nothing. Yep, no blocker. We'll just take this one again. Unfortunately, we can't attack, which is a little bit of a shame. But we can just do this. Go to that. End the turn. Nothing too crazy. Keep it nice and simple. Here's another one. We're going to get rid of it again. We've got Ben, which is just so efficient in combination with the stage to get rid of the pudding. Hopefully we don't see any crazy big attacks again. Although if we do, I might just sack off Lucky Rue. Okay, 6 into 5. I'm going to go... We'll just give him one of these choppers. Cancel. And then, yep, give him a chopper. Very nice. Now we're going to go 6 at life. See what he wants to do with that. Gonna take. Rest this. Pay out Ben. Get rid of that. End the turn. We're in a very strong position, I think, from here. He does have a 3rd Sanji Pudding, and we can in fact get rid of a Divine Departure. But I think developing the 10 Shanks is going to be the better play next turn. In all honesty. Our Lucky Rue probably going to get a removal this turn, which is nice. We'll just use that while we can. I'll happily block, resolve, get rid of that. Remove one guy from the field. He can develop... Wow, he has seen all 4 Sanjian puddings. I mean, that's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. But either way, I think we're just going to go with the 10 Shanks. Developing that Shanks is so important. We'll go 7 on 6. He'll just give us a 2k here. You would have to imagine. We could go with Divine Departure, get rid of 1 and then play out Chopper. Or even just swing 9. But I really do think developing the Shanks is the most important thing here. We'll get a life out of him here, get him down to 1. And now he's got to go on the defensive. Never mind, I lied. He's going max offense. I mean, seeing all 4 Sanji Puddings is pretty good. If they're going to get us, this is how they're going to get us. Is he going to attack with this turn? That's going to be an interesting question. 6, we'll just go no. We'll give him a 2k. Give him the Hongo. Hongo definitely the least valuable of our 2Ks here. We'll go no again. We'll give him Otama. Does he want to attack with this? He's not going to use the effect, so we'll give him one more 2k and then we'll take the last one. Although he does have 6 Dons, so he could ram... He wants to clear Ben. I think I'm okay with that. Now we'll give him one more Otama. 6. We'll take this one. No trigger. And what's he got for 6 Don? Zorojuro. Sure. Not bad. Grabs an Usohachi. Seems reasonable to me. 2 Don open. Either for Bagua or the other one. Hey, never mind. 1 Don open for Gum Gum Giants. Well, we don't have a lot going on. We can use Divine Departure to get rid of one of these. I think we are going to look to clear at least some of this board. 12 into 6 should go through, and it does. Use this. Go 7 into 5, see if he wants to defend that. He does. Okay. I think I'm going to go... Nine into 5, because this will require Gum Gum Giant and 1 card. And then if he does this, we can go for game next turn pretty easily. Because we're going to remove this big Luffy as well. Never mind, he gives us 3 cards. Wow. Okay. Well, we definitely have to remove the Luffy, because that's the most threatening thing. So we'll do this, use the card action, get rid of that, end the turn. He's got 1 Sanjin Pudding. Well, I mean, his draws this game have been very good. And there's another Luffy. I think if we survive this turn, we should just win the game. I'm going to go no on that one. Give him a 2k. I don't love using it here, but I think I will. We would get double value on this, but we're going to be taking most of these swings anyway, I think. 6 Don, so he's got 10-10. We can get out of a 10. So I'm going to take this one to try and force him to go for game. And he is going to go for game. That's fine. There's no Don left. We can get out of a 10, so we'll just take a trigger. Then we'll go 0 cost, Red Force, 0 cost, Divine Departure. And that'll be the game. Nice win there. He didn't have Gum Gum Giant, he was bluffing. I probably could have gone for game on that last turn, but just didn't want to get Gum Gum Gianted into oblivion. And that play worked out anyway. We had a good amount of counter in hand. I mean, he drew literally perfectly. All 4 Sanjin Pudding, 2 Rush Luffy, good like draw cards, not that many bricks, but we still got there. And I think that sort of shows that this matchup is pretty positive for Shanks, especially with this kind of build. Well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Another game into Green Purple Luffy. I'm going to go first because I want to. His hand's not bad. We've got Divine Departure at the very least to remove his first pudding. That. The rest of this isn't amazing, I will say. Would love to see the stage. I think I'm going to take a risk. Okay, the risk might not have paid off. I said wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Are you the real Batman? Maybe. Give him a hello. I'll end the turn. Nothing on 1. Yes, brother. I might be. Going Merry comes down. Yeah, we got nothing. That's a little rough. This hand is not what I was looking for. I was a little too greedy, I guess. Always punished. Hey, it's Shanks Saturday, but last week was indeed Shanks Sunday. Give you one of these. For Dawn, probably just going to be a Zorojuro. That's usually what they have on 4. Maybe some Searchers. Nico Robin. Reasonable. Reasonable. Going to swing him for 6. I'm going to take because the hand is bad. I mean, it's a good card, but just not yet. Not yet. Hongo. That's what we needed. That is a brilliant pickup. Let's do a nice 7. He'll take, go down to 2. And then we'll just deploy the Hongo. The next turn, we can Hongo with Ben to remove his Sanji Pudding. Just needed to see some kind of onboard power reduction. Hongo or the stage, or even Divine Departure would have been perfect. Gonna go with the block. Okay, wow, done -1 already. I guess he gets the draw off the Sanji Pudding now, though. That's quite smart. That is quite smart, actually. Deploy this and end the turn. Yeah, so he's going to get to draw with the pudding, even though it's just the first one. That's kind of nuts. That is kind of nuts, but we can remove it. That's also kind of nuts. Just a Zorojuro. Okay, well, we don't need to tap our Hongo, so that's even better, honestly. We'll see if he wants to... Just Nusahachi, see if he wants to use his leader effect. I doubt it. I very much doubt it. Wow, he does, though. Interesting. He must have something for 3. Maybe another one of those Robin blockers. 7. I'm not going to take this one, actually. We'll give him the Otama. Yeah. I think that's fine. Keeps 1 up. Not sure what that 1's for. Apologies, sir. But we're just going to keep it simple. Deploy this. Get rid of that. Turn. Can't attack because he's at 6. Fine. He's back at 5 Don. He needs to have Sanji Pudding this turn, otherwise this game is probably over, and we're going to run away with it. Even if he has Sanji Pudding, we fortunately got another bit of power reduction, so we've got Hongo, we've got Otama, combo with our Rayleigh on the next turn. Turn after that, going to be a Shanks turn for sure. Hopefully he can't deal with this Hongo, but if he can deal with this Hongo with something like the 4-cost green Zoro, then it means that he can't drop something more threatening. So I'm also just kind of fine with that. No Sanji Pudding. Wow, that's rough. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry about that. We're gonna go no effects. Want to take or not? He's just doing Zorojuro. We can take one more. Newgate's alright. Wow, just a Robin. How can we apply a lot of pressure now? It's gonna be Newgate, right? Yeah, it's gonna be Newgate. Deploy this, give a rested Don here. We'll rest this, get rid of that. You can do your effect if you like. Yeah, the Newgate's definitely more pressure than the Rayleigh because we can use this turn over turn, especially in combination with the Rayleigh, to just extend our board state. Then we'll go 7 life, and then we'll go 8 life. Get probably 2 cards, 1 life. I'd have to imagine. He's not going to want to use Gum Gum Giant on 4. Definitely a rough set of draws for our friend Farty Man here. That's a little unfortunate. Franosuke and Nami, okay. Yep. Let's go all in with this. I could have split with Hongo, and honestly, maybe should have. Wow, Gum Gum Giant on 4, that is bleak. That is truly bleak. Damn, we'll pass over there. But yeah, I mean... I feel like the game's over. He's on 4 Don. But it's been a really rough set of draws for him here. Whenever this deck doesn't draw Sanji Pudding, yeah, I mean, it's tough. Tough. Zorojuro is not going to cut it. I do think he was a little bit aggressive with his Don minus. Definitely there, should not have countered with the Gum Gum Giant. That was crazy. We're just going to develop Shanks this turn. He did use Luna, so our guys don't stand up. Don't really care. We'll just do 5, and then we'll do 10 with Shanks. And I don't see how we lose from here, in all honesty. Get him down to 2. We can even potentially go for game next turn. We can also slow it down. We've got massive amounts of removal. With this on the board, and Rayleigh in hand, his entire, whatever he plays, he's just going to go. Finally sees Sanji and Pudding. That's been rough. That's been really rough. I'm going to restand a bunch of Dons. I'll be real, I think this is the first game I've had against the green-purple Luffy where it's been this bad on finding the Sanji and Pudding. There's another one. They were all just at the bottom of the deck. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. We did just beat a guy who drew all 4 Sanji and Puddings. It makes you feel any better. So, Don't ask me how that guy lost. No. Cancel. We'll just give him the lime juice. Nothing crazy here. Let's start with 8. Start with a nice 8. No need to tap our Newgate for the effect. We can just start swanging. And 8 on 6, always a nice way to start. Probably will just go with a Rayleigh to be safe. But realistically, there's no way we lose this here. We're going to have 2 Don, so we can do 6 with leader. Get 1 more card. Then we'll go 8 with Ben. He has to counter this one as well, really, because we can split with Hongo still. Yep. There's 12 with Shanks. Here's Rayleigh. It looks like he got a trigger. Gamma Knife. Rampadon is active. Not bad. Not bad. But not going to be enough. Yeah. This game is turbo over. I'm sorry your draws were shit. Although I suppose that's on brand for Farty Man, right? Yeah, this board is just... there's the Sandy Pudding. Finally, he is getting a couple of these going. But, yeah, I mean, maybe play a third one for fun here. But we're just going for game next turn. The game's over. Sadly. But yeah, I think you can see how Shanks is just so able to control their board. More so in the last game, right? But even in this one, every time he's played a character, we've just got rid of it. He can't attack with anything else. We'll just use the card action, and then give him this Uta. No need to go down crazy low on life for no reason. Zorojuro comes down. What's he gonna grab? Find out next time. Nico Robin. Too little too late. That was pretty good in the early game though, I will say that. Let's go 10 with Rayleigh. This requires Gum Gum plus 1 card, Bargua plus 1 card. Just not 1 card can get out of this. There's the Giant, very nice. We'll go 10 with Beckman. I'm keeping the Newgate around just in case I want to tap it to kill Zorojuro. Don't think we ever would, but just in case. There's the second Gum Gum Giant. Gives us one of those. Let's go 8 with Shanks. There's the take. 12 with Shanks. And then 10 with Newgate if we need it. But yeah, GG's. Rough draws for you here. I don't think there's much else you could have done. But hey, thanks for the game. Well played to your opponent. Let's move on. Farty Man offered me a rematch, and we're playing a Shanks Mirror. He's going second. So I think this is going to go pretty poorly. This hand's fine. Just, like, not great. We'll keep. I'm going to end the turn. Not playing out Building Snake because he can have Marco. Nothing on 3 really. We're just going to swing in. See if he wants to. He probably has a blocker, but he might not want to develop it because then he can't swing into us on his 4. The Chopper Blocker and the Lucky Roo are both excellent. Lucky Roo, very nice. Let's go 6. And then just develop Lucky Roo of our own. We'll demand 1 card. That is one of the nice things about going on the odd curve, is you do get to swing 6 on this turn in particular. Although, to be honest, developing this Lucky Roo is not too crazy. He's going to block. Interesting. I guess fearing the Beckman, right? Makes sense. Yasop, not bad. 7 into 5 we'll take. We have nothing to do next turn other than just play out a Newgate and swing 6. We could block, I suppose, and just kill the Roo. Not the worst. He's not going to be able to kill Newgate on 8. Definitely not using that. I'm going to take the trade. Yeah, I'm going to take the trade. I think that's reasonable. Marco's not bad. Marco could be good in the future. But for now, we're just going to develop Newgate and pass, I think. Yeah, because we can't swing into him because he's at 6k. That's fine. That is fine. He can't remove this. At least not easily. He wants to do Divine Departure for 6. Suppose he could do that. And then swing 7. But not the end of the world. We're still on 5 life after all. Yeah, if he plays anything else out, Building Snake, Rayleigh, Newgate, we've got such crazy power down on board already that I think we should be okay. Both of us not really giving up very many resources this game. Just those lucky roos. Ours definitely got way better value than his. And we've got this Newgate on the board. Beckman not going to come down and do anything. Interestingly, he didn't swing. Not sure why he didn't swing. That's a strange one. But let's do 6 at life. He's going to be able to drop Shanks next turn. Shanks at 12. We can bring it down to 9, bring it down to 6. We're 1k off being able to KO it with Newgate. He's going to counter that one. We could go for something like Hongo Lucky Roo. Honestly, I don't hate that. We don't have any defense. I think just developing the Rayleigh is going to be the better option. Yeah. We can't kill anything. But we can use this to clear the Ben. And end the turn. If he has Shanks on 10, we probably just lose. Our hand is not good to answer the Shanks. I could have, like, turbo bunkered up and then not removed the Ben, maybe. But I'm not sure I love that with... If I'm playing out the Hongo, I have no more 2Ks. We'll just resolve that there. And then he can't swing the leader, that's fine. What are we doing? Are we just doing 17 ever? How many 2s has he given us? None, right? Yeah, that's tough. That is tough. Could bring it down to 9. And then put 9 Don on 7. Do 16 into 9. That's not bad. Doesn't really get us anywhere. But... 15 into 9 is also... Let's do 5 on 5. Get the leader effect out. If he takes, I'll go more aggressive. Yeah, okay. So I think we're going to go this route. $16 into 9. This will require, what, like 3 2Ks? 11, 13, 15... No, 4 2Ks. Yeah, and he lets it go. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. But you best believe he will. They always have another one. And we simply don't have another one, which is the rough part, right? If we had any sort of our KO Shanks or the Rush Shanks, we could have maybe made a play last turn. Roger is less scary. But even so, he gets our Rayleigh. He's just a big guy, though. That's not so bad. Could do 14 into 10. No, I don't think so. I think that's just too crazy for me. Let's deploy the Utah. Still no big Shanks. Probably going to grab the Divine Departure here. Seems reasonable. We'll go 6 and then play out Rayleigh. Just to develop something. Whilst piling on a little bit of pressure. Not great. He's definitely in a better position than we are. What did he give us an Uta there? Interestingly, give us that instead of using it to search for another Rush Shanks. I wonder why. I wonder why. But I'll happily take the Roger swing this turn. If he has any kind of 10-cost Shanks, we're in danger. But it's kind of how it is when they go second. Would she use it? Yeah, we definitely take that. There's our nice. That is good. Finally, we get the Shanks. He's going to remove the Rayleigh. Fair enough. Fair enough. Do we want to develop this? I think we do. I'm tempted to leave it face up, though. You know? I am tempted to leave it face up. We don't have that much counter. We have 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we play it and leave it face up, right? Then next turn we can do Rayleigh, have this already on the board. So we're going to attack 5 on 5, because he might think twice about using the leader effect. He doesn't. That's smart. Yeah, because if I attack this into leader, or Roger, he will get out of it, and then can just slam the Roger into the Shanks. I think we just pass with it open. I think that's the move. Then next turn we can do the Rayleigh, hold one up for Divine Departure perhaps. He's going with the Uta, so we're, I think, in the driving seat now. Grabs KO Shanks. Okay, so that might change our play, depending on what he does. If he has access to something like Building Snake to pre-jack, or even the a Hongo, we're going to have to pivot and focus our efforts on taking that out, which is a little bit of a shame, but not much you can do about it. On 5, I'm just going to keep it simple. 12 and 5, yep, that's very simple. That one's very simple. And what's he got for 9? Rayleigh, Dragon, maybe? We know he can't play that 10 Shanks. All misplayed. I don't know, I feel like, I mean, obviously I don't know what's in your hand. But I don't think you've played that bad. Oh, misplayed. Oh, does he mean he could have attacked? Yeah, there's the Hongo. That guy's got to go. That Hongo needs to go. But we're going with Marco. Getting nervous. Give him an XD. I'm not gonna attack. Marco plus Rue seems pretty good. Rue just being that nice blocker. Marco, get rid of the Hongo, because the Hongo is the thing that I'm scared of. And then I think I'm going to attack. No, I can't attack because this is at 6 and this is at 6. It's very, very annoying. This is at 5. But yeah, this is at 6. That's the thing that matters. We can either Rayleigh or Marco Rue, right? That's the two options. Rayleigh will debuff this, get rid of the Hongo, and then we attack in, probably just get the chopper blocker. Marco will get rid of the Hongo, and then Rue is just a blocker. I think I prefer the Rayleigh, because then we can hold one up for the Divine Departure. And still at least get the... I need the leader effect, though. Maybe we need to develop Building Snake for next turn. That could be quite good. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm going to go with 8 for Rayleigh. We'll put the -3 here, the -2 here, KO here. Then we're going to attack 12 into whatever this is, 9. He's just going to block with the chopper, you'd have to imagine. You can't imagine he's going to want to let the Roger go. Yeah, he's got to block with the chopper, right? And then we've got the choice of either attack 7 or hold 1 for Divine Departure, play out Building Snake. And I think I prefer that purely because we didn't develop the Rue. I don't want to get some random garbage where he just attacks everything into Shanks, and I'm a little bit short on counter. I'll take the block, very smart. Let's deploy the Snake, and end the turn. Keep it simple. But Roger, down at 9, still going to take a life off of us, but notably, not really going to be able to interact with Shanks. If he wants to attack 19, we have 3, 5, 7, 9. Easy get out of it every single time. And then from next turn, we can hopefully use maybe this Building Snake in combination with a Nugate to remove something, or in combination with Divine Departure. He drops 10 Shanks of his own. This Divine Departure, plus the Snake, plus this Shanks debuff, will let us remove his Shanks with our Divine Departure, which is just excellent. Else, we're probably looking to maybe get rid of Roger next turn. Just going to depend. He has managed to sort of starve himself of resources a little bit by countering. I think one hit too many. The Turmeric countered with the Uta. I think I personally would have just took the 6 and kept the Uta to get an extra resource perhaps. Because this Yasop can't attack unless he wants to go very hard, which negates the Dom -1 effect, which is cool. Just going to attack. If he wants to just attack 5, I will definitely use the leader effect. Yep. 9 into 5, we'll... So if he has 10 and just rams Shanks... if this is just a Shanks ram, we can't counter that. I'm tempted to counter this with Divine Departure and 2, but I think because we want to keep the Divine Departure to remove a unit that I'm going to take. We get another one. Okay. KO Shanks, that's less scary. Still very good though. And interesting that he removed the Building Snake, because this can now bring this down to 8, and then we can Divine Departure it. We even have 4 more Don, so we can do Lucky Roo, perhaps. Do 5 and 5 first. If he wants to use his leader effect, then we'll attack the Shanks into the Roger to get an extra Don's worth of value as well. So I think this, yeah, he does use it though. Interesting. Get rid of that. Then I think I'm going to hold 1 for Gum Gum. I'm going to hold 1 for Uta. So we'll do 14 into Roger. This demands a 2 and a 1, so his hand will just be absolutely nothing if he counters out of this. And we get rid of the Roger. That's excellent. We'll go with an Uta. Just going to grab a Ben here. That's all we can grab. And then we'll pass it over. We've got 1 up for guard point. I think we've managed to get our way back into this game. Of course, he can still come back into it with Rush. I think we've played this one quite smart. Not to toot my own horn, I suppose, but I think we've played this one pretty well. He got the Shanks on 10. He didn't have another Shanks, but he had the Roger. And that guy stuck around for ages. That was a really scary character. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does here. I think potentially should have just took that 5, because then we probably don't kill the Roger. And he gets to keep the Roger. But just got kind of lost in the sauce of my opponent swings 5, I use leader effect. I do that too. I do that all the time. Rayleigh, sure. Yasop can swing, bring this down to 8. No, he can't clear this. He can't clear this, and that's the important thing. It's going to be swing 6, swing 6. Yeah, it's just not looking amazing for our opponent here. Yeah, this is just going to be 6 again. We'll just go no effect. Give him a 2k from one of these Hongos. Doesn't swing with the Yasop even. Fair enough. I guess that's fine. Gonna go with the Nugate here. Get rid of Yasop. Get a bit of extra value. We can hold even 2 up for Divine Departure. Could also Divine Departure the Rayleigh. Not the worst. But I think continuing to develop bodies is the most important thing. So we'll go 7 for this. Give 1 here. Get rid of that. We'll go 7 and then 9. This will probably get 2 lives. Maybe Divine Departure if he wants to use it. But it'll be a little crazy. I feel like you should just take both of these. And then try and find an answer. But with us having 2 up for double Divine, it's not looking amazing. I will say that. It's not looking amazing. It does counter. Interesting. Well, let's get him down to 3, finally. And then we'll end the turn. The only card that really pressures us at all is that 10 Shanks. But the thing is, if he plays it, we can just ram ours into his. Clear it, guaranteed. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Silver's down at 7 is also very nice. Lets us use Leader Effect 2, or just one of these Divine Departures to get out of it. I'm not that worried about the Newgate dying. If he wants to ram a 10 Shanks into the Newgate, I think that's fine. I'm going to go with this in the first instance. This is always going to be 10 Shanks, right? If we let this go, he attacks life, so I think we have to Divine Departure here. I don't want to go down to 0, obviously. Okay, it's Divine Departure plus a blocker. Sure. Reasonable. Chopper blocker. We're just going to go with Ben here. Yeah. Then we'll attack into Rayleigh. And then I'll just do 7 at life, get him down to 2. Still got 1 up for the Divine Departure. We've removed his entire board, developed another guy to replace the guy that he removed. It's looking very good. If he wants to Leader Effect 2 and go down to 1 card in hand, be my guest. Be my guest. Yeah, at this point, all he needs is Rush. He needs Dragons and Shanks. This was interesting, though. I've not played any Shanks Mirrors in EB02, or even OP10. I tend to just avoid mirrors instinctively, because they're not the most interesting to watch, but this game's actually been pretty good. I've enjoyed this one, so thank you for the rematch, Farty Man. We'll pass over there. Nice and simple. We could always still block her up if we somehow get on the back foot. We can just go swing, swing, swing. Play a couple blockers. Not too bad at all. But yeah, I think this is mostly over. We have 3 more cards than him. Same life total. We have 2 more dudes. He's drawing for turn. Very nice. Yeah, let me know where you think either my opponent went wrong or I went right on this one. This was a fun game. Okay, building state coming down. Gonna minus down the Shanks. 14 into 9. So we can bring down to 13. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. That only buffs leaders. What a blunder. What a blunder. Oh dear, oh dear. Never mind, we just get to keep it anyway. Okay. Anyway, let's go in for 8. Yeah, imagine... I'd say imagine reading, but... The text is wrong. Imagine knowing, I guess. Yeah, I think this is most likely GG. I don't see a way for him to win here. He does get out of that one, though. Did he use his leader effect? He did use leader effect, so we can swing 7, 9, 12, and that's guaranteed. Unless we get a funny trigger. We'll go 7 now. Yeah, I'm just going to go all out. I'm going to go all out. There's no way we lose even if he has a dragon on the crackback. We've got 2k counter. We've got our leader effect. We've got 2 life. He'd need the Uta swing to go through. And the Uta swing is not going through. Unless this is, yeah, nothing too crazy. Yeah, GG. Well played to our opponent. That was a really fun mirror. Pretty interesting. Well played. Let's move on. So, I hope you enjoyed those games. Shout out to, was it Farty Man? The guy who recognised me. We had some fun ones. I'm sorry your draws in that green-purple Luffy game were not the best, to put it lightly. But the Shanks game was pretty exciting. You're able to see the back and forth of the Shanks mirror, I think, pretty well. That turn, where he dropped the KO Shanks, and we had the building snake on the board with the Divine Departure and the Shanks effect. Oh, that was a sick combo. I really enjoyed doing that one. That was fun. Well played to Farty Man, and if you're watching, thank you for the support. To everyone else, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed these games. Let me know your thoughts on Shanks and EB02. I think he's got a very reasonable place in the meta. There seems to be less black at the minute, but if more luccis come back into the format, it gets a little tougher. Either way, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your weekend.